Hi, my name is Trinidad Rubio. This is my persuasive policy speech. Here's my audience. My speech is about the high crime rates in Lubbock and how it can potentially scare students and incoming freshmen. So first I'm going to talk about my personal experiences. I have personally had my truck broken into. I have had packages stolen off my front doorstep. And I have had older students tell me certain areas in Lubbock to avoid because they are not safe. So you may have heard the phrase, Lubbock is the friendliest place in America. But on the contrary, in 2016, Lubbock had the second highest violent crime rate in the state of Texas. So here, these following crime maps were provided by cityoflubbock.maps.arcgis.org. Now this is a crime map of the entire city of Lubbock, and as you can see, the whole city is littered with every single possible crime on that legend. Now this next map is zoomed in. Here starred is the campus and the surrounding area of the crime in that area. And as you can see, again, the entire area around campus is littered with every single crime possible on that legend, excluding homicide. And that does not provide a very safe environment, nor is it a very safe feeling environment for those students and incoming freshmen who do have to live on campus their first year. Now, these pie charts were provided by collegefactual.com. And as you can see here, this pie chart is the overall crime category for Texas Tech and the neighboring areas. And it is broken down into 4 different crime categories, which is disciplinary actions, arrests for possession, violence against women, and arrests for major crimes. And the pie chart down here further categorizes it into location. And as you can see, 90% of the crimes on this pie chart occurred on campus. And then this next pie chart further categorizes the location and the location of those crimes on campus into the 4 categories that you saw earlier. So disciplinary actions, arrest for possession, violence against women, and arrest for major crimes. And now, although on this pie chart, the majority of the crimes are the disciplinary actions and the arrest for possession, the amount of violence against women and arrest for major crimes that occurred on campus here on this pie chart is still very unsettling. Now, this income map was provided by city-data.com, and as you can see here, the yellow is the campus highlighted, and the surrounding area is predominantly $20,000 income and less. Now, that could be a leading factor in the reasoning for why the crime rate is so high around the Texas Tech area, which does not provide that safe conditions that most Texas Tech students and most parents are looking for. Now, although these solutions might not solve the high crime rate itself, they will help reduce the stress and fear that is implemented into students and parents due to those high crime rates. And then the first one would be increase awareness and notify students and incoming freshmen of these maps and statistics. So personally, in my orientation, I was not notified of the amount of information on the internet that you can get just by a simple search. And I believe notifying these students at the orientation of the maps and the statistics that they can find on the internet would be very beneficial in helping them realize what kind of crimes there are instead of them finding it out for themselves. And then now implementing emergency stations to the neighboring areas of the campus that are connected to Lubbock PD. So for those of you that don't know, Texas Tech does have emergency stations on campus to where you can go. If you feel you're in danger, you can hit the button and you'll be connected to an operator for the Texas Tech Police Department. And the response time for that is 30 seconds or less to your location. Whereas if you feel that you need to keep moving, they can track you from station to station as long as you keep hitting those buttons. But if you can't, they can possibly predict where you're going to go. And I believe that if we were to implement these to neighboring areas right outside campus, that provide, again, a very safer environment for those students, so they don't think that the only time they're protected is on campus. Having these stations outside of campus can possibly help them feel safer and provide a much more safer environment. And here's my audience once again.